So here's what we need to do in this moment. If my ancestors as slaves can lead the greatest general strike in the history of this country, taking it to the ultra-rich and big corporations, we can do the same today.
Why would you do that? Deborah R., I'm with you, baby. Why don't he walk off his damn job? I bet you he's not going to stop his paycheck. Oh, the Democrats never do that. The Democrats never do that. I bet you he won't stop his paycheck. Brandon Johnson, you may never see this, but from Brandon to Brandon, because my name is Brandon too, you first. You first. He going to say, Brandon, I walked off my damn job a long time ago. As a matter of fact, I never showed up for it. Brandon Johnson and the city council members of Chicago, the aldermen and all them, if you want the people of Chicago to walk off their jobs, why don't you all take your next year of pay and donate it to the illegal immigrants that you are really working for? There's my coach, Eric Lewis, when I played football in high school, great guy, he probably dead now. You know what he used to say to me? He used to say, because I was the captain of the defense, he used to say, son, the number one rule of leadership is to never ask a man to do something you're not willing to do. The number one rule of leadership is to never ask a man to do something you're not willing to do. Why do we always got to be the ones losing, giving something up, taking the hit? You took the hit for 4 years under Joe Biden. When is it their turn? When do you get a break? You take the hit and the illegal immigrants get $12,000 food stamp cards. Let that sink in. You're trying to figure out how you're going to make ends meet and feed your kids while fighting for a bunch of illegal immigrants who ain't even supposed to be here. They get perks and luxuries while you get to struggle, but it never switches. There's never a time where they get to take the hit and you get the benefit. Why don't they just walk their ass off? Why don't they just walk their ass back across the border for 2 months so you can enjoy Christmas? How about that? Why don't they just take a siesta and take their ass back down over there to Mexico and Honduras and come back after the first of the year and we get it cracking again? Because the name of this game is Americans lose and illegal immigrants win. That is the name. That is the end game for the Democrat Party. American citizens lose. We open the border. We bring a bunch of people, millions of people from South America, right? Listen. We bring millions upon millions of people from South America. We indoctrinate them and make them Democrat Party loyalists. Hey, we the ones who got you here. And then we scare them into voting for us for the next 100 years by saying, well, if you vote for the Republicans, they're going to deport you. This game is, the rules and the strategy is very simple. The only thing that makes this game complicated is the liberal tendency to operate based on pure cognitive dissonance with no shame. With no shame. I'm not making this up. You can see it. Just like I can see it. You can see it. But I'm the only one who's pissed off about it. You're not mad enough yet. And you might not get mad enough before it's too late. And you be like, it'd be like in the UK where you say something negative about an immigrant and they come to your house and arrest you and take you to jail. That's already happening. You better speak up against it while you still got the chance. I know that.
And here's what I want out of a general strike. Universal health care is non-negotiable. Non-negotiable at this point. Universal basic income. Yes. Every place that has done it has seen a more productive, happier populace. And that will be because 3, we tax billionaires at a 95% rate. And if you think that's outlandish, go back in history. We used to tax them hard enough that they couldn't become billionaires. And we need to do that again. Period. I also feel like we need term limits for the Supreme Court. We need term limits for senators. We need term limits for House representatives. We need the cronyism out. We also need to have a robust Voting Rights Act passed. We need a robust new.
Let me show you how these people lie like they breathe. When she said, oh, all the countries that provide a universal basic income have seen improvement in the happiness and all this bullcrap. Guys, there ain't no country on earth. There is no country on earth that provides universal basic income. No country currently provides a full universal basic income to all its citizens. Though some have implemented UBI or UBI-like programs in the past, like Iran and Mongolia, many other countries have conducted or are currently running pilot programs to test the concept, including Kenya, the United States, and Finland. So this country is already the ones testing it. Is already one of the ones testing it. And you know it ain't here. Kenya, I'm telling you right now, ain't no damn UBI in Kenya. They can shove that where the sun don't shine. There ain't no UBI in Kenya. I go to Kenya all the time. There's no UBI there. Straight up. And Finland. Finland, people always bring up Finland. Finland is a tiny country. And they do not have UBI. Trust me, if they did, it'd be a bunch of immigrants running there. Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell y'all something. Let's play a game. Let's play a game called Common Sense. Let's play a game called Common Sense. If these other countries are doing universal basic income and they're so amazing, why are all the immigrants trying to run to the United States? Do y'all want me to answer that again? If these countries supposedly doing UBI are so amazing, so great, they're thriving, yada, yada, free healthcare, all this crap, why are the immigrants all running to the United States? The immigrants in the UK would give their left arm to come to the United States. Trust me. Trust me. There are people who are successful in their countries who would give their left arm to come to the United States. Why do you think Trump is able to offer the $250,000 visa or whatever he's offering? It doesn't make any sense. This stuff is all crap.